was chatting with my mom. I totally lost track of the time.
Well, welcome to Michelle's Mental Miles.
Hi.
Dude, what are you doing? Okay, go see Auntie Jess.
Hey!
We chose the song for you. Because there's no better feeling than watching you dance.
This is one of my jams.
See, Joe? You called it. Jess Grande, welcome.
Thank you. I'm so honored.
To Michelle's Mental Miles. Episode 2. Give a little background on how we know each other.
Oh, God.
Why we love each other.
Are we going to tell the story? No.
The story.
We met one fateful evening when my parents picked you, Jennifer, Lindsay, the Destiny Child concert.
Destiny's Child. Heck yeah. It was their farewell tour. Wouldn't miss it.
And my parents asked me to turn off my movie I was watching because a girl named Michelle was my age and she was going to be coming in the car.
That was me.
And you didn't speak.
I didn't speak much. I'm gonna chalk it up now and blame Destiny's Child for just being amazing, and
You were overwhelmed.
I was overwhelmed by their capabilities.
I was watching a series of unfortunate events, Jim Carrey for the win, and I turned it off to have a conversation with you.
And I didn't have a conversation with you.
And I was like, well, this girl doesn't speak.
That's basically how we met, and then obviously in high school when I wasn't so awkward. Well, I was still awkward, but not as awkward.
We were all awkward.
I finally talked to her, and then she's been stuck with me as a best friend ever since. Yeah, we're on our way to do an exciting project because Jess over here is a super talented photographer, and so she's going to take some pictures today for our first mental health awareness bracelet that's coming out today. So Jess is going to take some photos for us, which is awesome. So Jess, thank you for doing that, by the way.
My pleasure. It's
So
a beautiful bracelet, by the way.
Oh, I didn't even pay her to say that. Just saying. She's actually doing this for free. Okay, so Jess, obviously with this being a mental health awareness bracelet, it's more than just, your best friend asked you to take pictures for you or for her. What does, mental health awareness mean to you?
Well, it's obviously a great cause, and it hits a lot of people, and it's something that needs to be spoken about more, and something that needs to be supported more, but it's something that hits close to home, something that I've struggled with more than half of my life. I personally have depression and anxiety, something that I've struggled with for a really long time. And it wasn't until just a few years ago that I really got the help that I needed. You're in denial for a really long time, and then you have these series of unfortunate events. See what I did there?
Wow, that was smooth.
And then I just finally got the help that I needed, and I'm in a way better place. So to have my bestie running a mental health awareness blog, running these initiatives, a mental health bracelet, these good causes, how could I say no?
Good answer.
How could I say no, right? So, yeah, when it hits close to home and it's something that I struggle with and something that I learn to deal with every single day, I'm going to bring awareness to it, and I'm going to help out any way that I can.
Absolutely. I've told some of the readers in my last blog post 44, FYI, that with this bracelet, every bracelet sold, $3 for the bracelet goes towards a mental health initiative. It's going to be spread around. The love's going to be spread around. I'm not going to just choose one because there's no cherry picking here. So obviously this month, because we're gearing up for CAMH One Brave Night, the money will be going for that. This year is our second year doing it. My beautiful mind is doing it for the second year. So Joe and I did it last year with Rachel Green. Shout out to Rachel
Ray.
And so this year, because Rachel's still going to be in Calgary, she might Skype in for it. But we also have Jess, the lovely Jess, and the beautiful Debbie DeMello, who you all know and love. They will be joining us for One Brave Night. So Jess, how excited are you to stay up for 24 hours?
I'm so excited. So April 7th, it's going to be One Brave Night. It's great. On My Beautiful Mind team, Michelle's awareness blog, already surpassed our goal of raising money.
Yeah, $540 right now.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All proceeds go towards mental health and CAMH. Fantastic, amazing. I'm going to be working April 7th, work my regular 8 to 4:30. One Brave Night starts at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Yeah.
We have to stay up until 6 a.m.
Yeah.
If anybody knows me, I went to friggin' way home last summer. I'm like, okay, guys, it's 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you. I'll see you. Like, I gotta get my sleep. Wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, okay, I'm ready.
You actually went to bed at like 11, and you were like, all right, guys, they're over. I'm gonna head back to the campsite. And I was like, what?
I need my sleep.
But
So, One Brave Night, you're gonna need like an air horn. I'm gonna need like all the Red Bull. Because it's for mental health. It's for CAMH. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stay up.
Atta girl.
I
And
don't know how I'm going to.
Joe, Debbie, and I will make sure we keep you up.
Joe's probably gonna draw on my face while I'm sleeping.
I'm not that guy.
Okay, so speaking of One Brave Night, so last year what we did is we watched Star Wars because Rachel had never seen it. Rachel Green, can't believe you hadn't seen it until last year, but happy that I could have been the one to introduce you to it. So anyway, so we watched, we started with The Sandlot because we thought, okay, you know what,
movie.
let's not get right into Star Wars just yet because like Star Wars, you gotta focus. So yeah, so anyway, so we started with The Sandlot. And then we go. So we did that, and then, you know, to help us stay awake, we were coloring, adult coloring books for the win. That being said, is there anything that you need that night for One Brave Night, specifically, to help you stay awake?
I do have a special request.
Okay.
The candy,
Yeah.
blue Big Feet,
Oh, absolutely. Good choice.
sugar coated,
Oh, absolutely.
all the way. That is my special request. I'm gonna need like coffee or something.
Okay. With the proceeds for this mental health awareness bracelet that's coming out today, obviously we're gonna, you know, kind of spread the love around, like I said. So this month is the CAMH, but is there any, you know, initiative that's close to your heart that you would like to see money donated to at some point in time?
Yeah, you know what? My a really close family friend, her name's Michelle too. Michelle's do great things.
So,
Like, you guys do amazing things, all Michelle's. Every September, I want to say Labor Day weekend, but every September she has a hockey tournament, and it's the Shout Out hockey tournament, and it's all the money raised for youth mental health. So I think that would be a great cause to support, or a great mental health initiative to raise money for and donate to, for
absolutely,
sure.
Absolutely. Shout out to Michelle for
Michelle Sparling, yeah.
Yeah,
she's
Michelle
a rock. She,
Yeah.
you know, she's fantastic.
yeah.
My sister Brenna, she volunteers and helped out for Halted Family for Families. So like that's great too.
Yeah.
Backtrack a little bit. So I was explaining to you that you know, I'm struggling with depression, anxiety, have for a really long time. I think everybody can relate that struggles with a mental illness. You have your ups and you have your downs, and even when you're on medication, even when you know, you go and get you see a counselor or however, you know, you're never like done. You never deal with it, right? So you know, even though like a couple years ago I went and I was on medication and I was seeing a therapist and everything, I've recently found that I was struggling again. My anxiety is peaked, and I've needed to get that assistance again, and I acknowledged that. I didn't hide it, so I openly acknowledged it, and I was like, okay, you know what, I see it, I gotta go figure this out. So I went and I had my intake, and I had my appointment, and I was interviewed. They took all my information, and I waited a month to hear back about when I was going to see the psychiatrist. I just heard back on Friday. I have my appointment to see the psychiatrist on June 1st.
Yes.
So that kind of gives you an idea of how many resources there are, or how quick you get it.
Yeah.
I just thought, you know, June 1st. Okay.
Yeah.
June 1st.
Well, see, that exactly, like that.
Counting down the days.
Yeah, like that just kind of proves that, you know, as much as there's definitely been, you know, waves made in helping to like end the stigma and get more resources available, we're still we still have a long ways to go, and like that's why I kind of want to, that's why I wanted to start this, because I'm so proud of you for realizing that, like, yeah, you kind of had almost like a mental health relapse kind of thing, right?
Yep.
And it happens to most of us. I'm also kind of going through that right now myself, and because of that, like, it's so important that we identify that was what was wrong. Yeah. And we talk to somebody about it.
For sure.
And, as much as it's great that we're finally, open about it and talking and getting the help that we need, the fact that we have to wait, that's where the system is flawed.
Yeah.
And that's where, Canada still has a ways to go in, creating more opportunities for people that need help now to get help now.
And it's like you could say, yeah, like there's people that are readily available, but those are people that you have to pay to see. And I don't have the resources to pay, hundreds of dollars to go and see somebody like next week.
Absolutely.
Right? And there's people that do, and that's great. But unfortunately, there's a higher percentage of people that don't. So,
Absolutely.
And that's why it's so, the wait is so long. That's why I have to wait till June 1st, is because there's so many people that need these resources, and that's why the wait is so long.
Well, absolutely. And that's just kind of like, if you think about it, like if somebody broke their arm or broke their leg,
done.
They're not going to wait to get it casted or, fixed. It's going to happen right away.
Yeah.
Mental health is just as important as your physical health. Mental health can lead to problems with your physical health. It can lead to so many things that cause physical health issues. So why wouldn't it be considered to be just as important as, getting that cast on, or, getting in for like an MRI, like if you're, something needs to be checked because you are having a cancer scare or something, like it shouldn't be that people have to wait for their mental health, especially when it is that, they're in a relapse, and it shouldn't be that way. So, one thing that, we want to accomplish with things like One Brave Night and, Belleth's talk is to not just raise awareness, but to also raise the funds that are needed so that, resources are more readily available to everyone, regardless of their, financial status, regardless of, like, where they live in the world. Like, it should just be that you're having mental health issues, you should be able to get in to see somebody right away.
For sure. What's good, despite having to wait, is that I have a great support system. My family, my parents, my siblings, my friends, and Joe. And Joe.
Of course.
Come on.
And Ace.
And my dog. There he is right there. Yeah. And then, great things, being active helps the endorphins in your brain.
Yeah.
Coloring and doing puzzles is great. I do yoga. Yoga's fantastic. I know you're not a huge fan of yoga.
I really should try it with you sometime.
Yeah, you should come on down.
I should try it.
Yoga's great. And then, you see your family doctor, and your family doctor is like a steady help there during, the next, how many months do I have to wait? Like,
honestly, that's a great point. Like, if you can't get in to see, like, mental health professional, like,
don't just sit and wait.
Yeah, like, there's still resources that you can always reach out to somebody.
So it's not other ways to move forward. There's other ways to assist in this, and that's a big thing too.
Absolutely. Well said, Jessica Grande.
I try sometimes.
Thank you, of course, for being on episode 2.
I'm honored to be on episode 2. I'm not used to just coming out and saying, yes, I have a mental illness. But it's like, I'm sure some people that know me would be like, wow, really? I would have never thought that about you.
Yeah.
Because there's people at work and there's people around me that always say, wow, you bring sunshine.
Yeah,
and
you do.
That's just what I always want to do. I always want to try and keep doing that. And there's going to be bad days, we lean on each other and say the monster's here, but you know what? Punch it in the face. Just go bam.
Yes, no, honestly, great point. And honestly, it's because of people like you, being open and honest with people, that, it's helping to end the stigma, because it's 2017, but unfortunately there's still that stigma surrounding mental illness, because people obviously think, you bring sunshine to everybody's day, and it's 100% true. But that doesn't mean that you can't be battling something on the inside. And because mental illness isn't a illness that you can see just looking at someone, it is unfortunately very common for people to be in disbelief when somebody they're close to suffers from that. So, you know, it's important that we normalize the conversation about mental illness. So this is a good thing that we did today. So Jess, I'm so excited. We are pulling into our stop here for...
I'm excited to see this bracelet in person. Am
Yeah,
I able to see it right now?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we're
she'll have
taking freaking pictures of it.
Yeah, we're taking pictures. So thank you for taking the pictures, and I'm so excited for One Brave Night with you. You know, Joe and I vowed
very excited
to keep you awake for those 12
That's
hours.
gonna be...
I'll stay awake.
You
Because
guys are gonna
honestly,
have to,
like that's gonna be kind of like
pour
one of
water.
I think that's
my.
what's gonna help us stay awake.
I know it's gonna be kind of like it's like our challenge for the night. Like One Brave Night, like there's so many challenges within the night. It's amazing. It's kind of perfect that this song came up because now we're gonna say, that would have been great if it was the right moment.
No, just wait for it to be the right moment.
So we normally finish off Michelle's Mental Miles with a little dance, a little singing, a little song and dance. So we're gonna say goodbye.
Oh, he's not having this.
Ace, come on, man. The flying hell is this?
Yeah, I have some weird things.
Only in Michelle's car. You're gonna have to cut that part out.
Yeah, I'll cut that out.
Yeah.